Carnival's going to be here before we know it. The season starts in just 36 weeks.
Well, today the City Council spent hours discussing how to improve next season, and they're already calling it Super Gras or Mardi Bowl because we're also going to host the Super Bowl at the same time. So that's going to be a lot going on. Lily Cummings was there. She's joining us in studio now. Lily, could we see new laws before Carnival 2025?
Sharice, we definitely could. Today's meeting was focused on robust legislation that will not only make carnivals safer, but will also lead to less delays. The longer the parades are, the more money it costs the city.
The New Orleans City Council is looking back at what went wrong during Carnival 2024 to prevent it in 2025. The council will consider a ban on all confetti cannons. According to Councilmember J.P. Morrell, Mylar cannons were already prohibited, but were used during Iris and Zulu. Morrell says the crews were fined.
These crews think this is funny, but when you blow a transformer and disrupt an entire neighborhood, one, every business and homeowner in that neighborhood is impacted by that. But two, when you damage utility infrastructure, the ratepayers pay for that.
This year, Toth's paper cannons knocked out power and delayed parades. Float height restrictions were also a concern. This video shared with WWL Louisiana went viral during Carnival. It shows a portable toilet atop a Crew of Cleopatra float nearly fall on riders as the float gets caught under a tree near Jefferson and Magazine. Float builder Barry Kern says the float was in compliance, but 4-section floats will no longer be allowed to make that turn.
The cost to the city is hundreds of thousands, if not more, for every hour that we have these kinds of delays.
Council members also want to tidy up the neutral ground by banning certain items, including all tents, sofas, and couches.
The amount of items that are being brought to the parade route increases with each year.
Council members say these items disrupt RTA routes and pose a safety risk by blocking emergency access to the parade route. They're also calling on local universities and high schools to hold students accountable.
It happens every single year in this area that these frat boys really don't give a damn about people who are shift workers trying to get out of the box in order to get to their jobs.
Parks and Parkways says they're privatizing public space and suggested signs along the route outlining what's prohibited. While the new laws are drafted, the council is also looking at ways to broaden who is allowed to enforce the laws and contracting additional help.
We need to enforce the rules that are on the books.
And the council says it's under a tight deadline to pass any new legislation, stressing that the Super Bowl will take over soon as top priority. The Super Bowl is February 9th. Fat Tuesday is March 4th. Sharice.